In this lecture, we will go through the best practices of TikTok ads. So, the first one is naming your campaigns, ad sets, and ads. So, ensure that you name your campaigns, the ad sets, and ads very well. So, for example, how I like it is your campaigns should have the name of your product, your ad sets should have the names of the interest that you have chosen or the targeting that you have done, and your ads should have the name which describes what kind of creative it is. So why do we do this? Is it is because once you have a lot of campaigns, ad sets, and ads that are running, it becomes very difficult to understand which ones are working well for you if they're not named well. So the goal here is to ensure that once you see a campaign or any ad set or any ad, you should be able to identify it immediately without opening the ad. Second one is ensure that whenever you create a new campaign, you have at least three ad groups and three ads in a campaign. So what happens here is if you have only one ad group or one ad, you do not give TikTok enough room for testing. So you need to give more options to the algorithm so that they can find your audience better and test different options with the audience. So whatever option works best, you can use that one later on. Third option is you need to keep refreshing your creatives every week or 10 days. So TikTok as a platform is growing tremendously fast. However, it currently does not have an audience as large as Facebook. So what happens is your creatives get used very quickly. So, for example, you do not want the same person to be seeing the same ad again and again. You want to show him your ad, but it's better if you show him a different version of your ad. So, it does not mean that you need to keep creating new and new videos and new content. What you can also do is you can edit the same video. You can take some part from the video in the middle and put it to the start, some part from the start of the video and put it towards the end. So you can play around with your existing video as well, and that becomes a new ad. So it becomes a new creative for your customer. Fourth one is do not turn off an ad group that is working. So once there is any ad group that is working very well, which means that the algorithm has figured a good audience and a good strategy to for that ad group. So if you do anything with that ad group, what happens is it gets into the learning phase again. So it messes up with the data and your costs might change. So if that is working for you, unless there are any fulfillment issues, so if let's say you do not have the product with you or there's some problem with the logistics or some product quality, if you're in a position to fulfill that order or to fulfill the orders that are coming in, keep that ad group on, do not touch that. We'll see how to increase the budget later on, but for now, as a standard practice, do not touch the ad group.